Hey, welcome to the official Windows 8 channel, and today's August 28, 2013. We have a little bit of news. It's been fairly quiet, and also we've been taking a little bit of vacation, so videos have been a little slower to come by on the Windows 8 channel. As September rolls in, we will have a weekly cycle of Windows 8 videos, of course coming back to the usual. We'll try to get up to speed to about 10 videos a week for the Windows 8 channel, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. What's new in the Windows 8 sphere? First of all, there's a little article on Computer World about the developers that are kind of mad at Microsoft because what happens with Windows 8.1 is that the RTM, retail to manufacturer, is out. So companies like Dell, HP, and so on are now installing Windows 8.1 on new machines for the October release date. And that's fine, but the problem is that about a lot of people are complaining that, well, if Windows 8.1 is done, why is it that it's not coming out now instead of October? Which is a pretty good question. I mean, if it's done, it's done. Why not just put it out? But one of the facts here is that the developers, they are kind of mad because usually when the RTM is out, they get a version on the MSDN website so that they can actually try out their apps and make sure that all the programs work. Now they're a little mad because they won't get that version to test their apps before October. They'll get it at the same time as the consumer gets the Microsoft Windows 8. So it's the first time Microsoft does that, and a lot of people are a little mad about it. And I believe that one of the reasons why Microsoft's not doing it is because they're maybe afraid that we'll have pirated copies showing up everywhere on the torrents on the web. What's new in Windows 8 news? It's not totally Windows 8 related, but if you are a TechNet subscriber, keep in mind that this is the last week you can subscribe to TechNet from Microsoft. TechNet is basically where you pay an annual fee and get all these versions of Office and Windows free of charge that are sent to you. Unfortunately, TechNet is closing down. Why? Microsoft states that it's because of pirate copies of Windows and Office that actually come out of the TechNet crowd. So last week, if you want to get your one-year subscription to TechNet, it won't be available after, I believe, Friday, August 30th, if I'm not mistaken. In other news, we have new partnerships in Windows with Microsoft in games. Actually, Paul Thurrott on the WinSuperside.com website states that some deals have been done actually with major game deals with companies like Gameloft, for example. And so we should have some really high quality games coming to Windows 8, Windows RT, and Windows Phone 8 in the coming months. And apparently all major Gameloft blockbusters will be available through the Windows Store, which is not a bad idea, since if we want to have more games and more apps, these are the kind of deals I think Microsoft should due to increase the popularity of Windows 8 itself. So another interesting feature apart on Windows 8 is Surface sales statistics and usage statistics. So apparently Alan Mendelovich had an interesting post on the AdDuplex blog that examines basically Windows 8 stats. And so the statistics seem to show that Surface RT tablets are actually 9.5% of the total Windows 8 traffic on the web, and that Surface Pros are only 1%. So a total of 10.5%, if you put Surface RT and Surface Pros together, are surfing the web, which is kind of not a lot. And we wonder if they'll be able to actually get more. But some interesting features are actually some interesting numbers are that, for example, Surface RT and Surface Pro make for 10.5%. But if you take out the Microsoft tablets and look at what's the most popular for surfing the web, we get the HP 2000 at 3.2%, the HP Pavilion G6 at 2.9%, Dell Inspiron 3521 at 1.9%, and the Asus VivoBook at 1.4%. So what's interesting here is that basically if we take all the different machines, the Surface RT and Surface Pro are actually dominant. Well, mostly the Surface RT, but the Surface Pro is like 7th in Windows sale of devices on the web. It's interesting because it doesn't place it that far actually. So it's kind of interesting, but I'm a little, I would say these numbers are a little suspect. If we look at, Surface RT 9.5%, it's kind of hard to believe that that number is real. And Paul Thurrott mentions that he suspects that actually Surface Pros were probably outselling Surface RT throughout the summer. So these are kind of weird numbers, but hey, you got to take all of these numbers with a grain of salt actually. And if we look at the top 5 hardware makers for Windows, for Microsoft Windows, HP comes in at 21.2%, Dell 11.7%, Microsoft would be at 10.5% apparently, and so Asus 9.7%, Acer 9.4%, and Lenovo, that is actually the world's biggest maker of PCs by sales, in 6th place at 7.5% usage. So all these numbers, kind of coming out there about the sale of Surface tablets. But of course, I think these numbers are a little off. They do take these numbers from, how many people visit a website with Windows 8, and out of these people, what's the percentage of Windows 8 users that have this or this machine. So it is kind of weird a little bit. Nothing much else I would say that's really interesting in the Windows 8 world at this time. We'll have, of course, probably a lot more stuff that's going to be interesting in the coming months. And especially as October nears, we'll actually have lots and lots of videos of Windows 8.1 and of course of all sorts of devices for Windows 8 actually, and all sorts of news are going to come out also. So keep in touch, and if you enjoy our videos, subscribe to our channel so that we can put online some you'll know when we put online some videos, and that you'll get the latest news coming out of Windows 8 and of course Windows 8.1 as it gets on in October. So have fun, hope you enjoy your device, and if you have that Windows 8 machine, take a look at our videos, more than 200 videos, lots of them explaining how to use your Windows 8 machine and how to do about everything you want. Also have apps reviews from the Microsoft Windows Store. So it's a great channel to subscribe to and get the latest news. So thanks for watching, and hope you come back to the official Windows 8 channel. Bye bye.